next guest worked inside of the White House when George W. Bush was president. Alison Young is now managing partner with the consulting firm RWB Strategies, helping clients who want to do business with federal and state governments. Alison, thanks for being with us this morning.
Oh, it's my pleasure, guys. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you as well. You've obviously been following the stalemate. What are you hearing about how long this will go on and what the implications are?
It's anybody's guess right now. It's a great question. So the Senate will be back today. They were off yesterday in observance of Yom Kippur, but the Senate will be back today. I don't think anyone's very optimistic that they'll get the 60 votes that they need today. There are the divide right now is 53 Republicans, and they don't have the 60 votes they need. Although the other day, there were Democrats that voted with for the Republican bill, and then there was a Republican that defected as the Trump administration says. So I think I think Deborah's right too. I think this one is going to go on for a bit of time. It's not unprecedented, but it is rather unfortunate as a federal employee, which I was for a number of years. So I really do see that side of it. Yeah.
A lot of polls are saying Republicans shoulder more of the blame of this shutdown in some snapshots that have been taken recently. Will this be a problem for two big races for governor in the next 4 weeks? One right here in New Jersey, the other one in Virginia. And also, what about the 2026 midterms? Impact on that?
It's so interesting that it's New Jersey, because we're looking at in Virginia. What do we say? Anyway, we're looking at purple states right now. Like truly, these are states where a little bit of recent blame or sentiment shifting. I mean, this is what polls track, right? Like this can actually impact elections. So what I will say about the what's happening right now is that both sides are entrenched in their messaging. Republicans think that they are winning on this. They think that the people, and this is what's happening behind the scenes in the Trump administration, is they're saying, look, the federal workforce got so bloated. This is going to be during the Biden administration. This is our way to ferret out what's essential and what's non-essential. They feel like they're standing on principle here. And then the actual spending bill itself, the Trump administration has said the Democrats are trying to, put in all of these things about the Affordable Care Act and, healthcare and Medicare, all these things. They're saying that's not relevant here. So let's actually get the spending bill done. And the Democrats are trying to push a political agenda when we just need to get the spending bill done. Democrats, on the other hand, are saying that the Trump administration is overreaching. And I think Deborah addressed this as well, that, this really impacts not just non-essential, but also essential functions of the federal government, and that they're going to shoulder the blame for it. So polls are polls, but I will say, listening to both sides and seeing some of the behind the scenes stuff over the last couple of days, both sides are deeply entrenched and believe that they are winning the battle of wills here.
Yeah, you've done a great job of sort of explaining what both sides are standing on at the moment. So let's just dive a little bit more into the Democratic side. They say that this is their only power to stop the Trump administration and Republicans from doing away with the subsidies for the Affordable Care Act, meaning Obamacare. And that without those subsidies, people who are on the exchanges, their premiums could double or triple. And so what's the Republican response to that? Won't they be held responsible? There are so many people in red states and blue states who are on the exchanges. Won't that come back to haunt Republicans?
I wish that people understood that argument more. I think it's definitely possible, but I think people are so, the general public, I think, and when you look at some of these polls, are so confused about what this means. And I think one of the things the Republicans have done well in their messaging is saying, totally hear that argument. We understand, and that has to be addressed, but it's not for this bill. That's not what this is about. But I think the Democrats are saying exactly what you just described. They're saying we're losing power left and right. The Trump administration is centralizing power in the presidency. Like, what else do we have? Where can we go? We feel desperate. I don't know that gives people a great deal of certainty or understanding. And so I do believe, unfortunately, that this has become one of those arguments that the general public has become very confused over, and they don't know where to turn for. There's a lot of information, but where are we turning for the correct information? So I don't know that it benefits either side, because all we've done is confuse the general public, unfortunately.
That's right. And possibly tie up essential services. So, Congress and the White House better get on this and try to
Yeah,
figure something out.
and I think we also, don't really think about some of our military members, our younger military members who do live paycheck to paycheck right now. And so while they are still working and are essential, they will not receive pay during this time. So it's like some of these, I was reading a story this morning about, some food banks already in Colorado where they're getting requests for assistance from military families already. So I think this has a great deal of impact on people that aren't earning enormous salaries, and unfortunately, it never winds up saving the American public any money because the laws do state that everyone will be paid back pay, as we've talked about. So
Yes,
um,
such a great point, Allison.
yeah.
Thank you so much, Allison Young, for explaining all of this. And yeah, it's more than just military people living paycheck to paycheck. I mean, so many Americans are, and this is a really anxious time.